Don van Massenhoven was hit by a slapshot that shattered his face. He was rushed to the hospital where he spent 7 hours in surgery with doctors inserting 7 plates and 35 screws to repair his shattered orbital bones. Fat tissue was removed from his abdomen and used to rebuild his forehead. He said, "I remember my face exploding, head exploding. I didn't see the puck, I just felt this rush in my head, and an explosion of warmth, I guess that was the blood. I remember falling to the ice thinking to myself, what the heck was that? It was like my head exploded from the inside out. Then I actually did think, do I have any eyes? I opened my eyes and could see the blood on my hands and closed them and just held on. I never went unconscious." I remember Bill Murray, the trainer with the Devils. His voice was there in seconds, and this gets emotional, he just talked me through it. "My nose was disintegrated," he said. "They actually said my nose, you can run a finger right across it, from cheek to cheek, was gone. I have 7 plates in my face, 5 in my forehead, 1 in my nose, and both orbital bones were broken." Linesman Don Henderson suffered career-ending injuries when he was hit from behind by Calgary Flames defenseman Dennis Wideman. Wideman was hit hard into the boards, and on his way back to the bench he collided with Henderson. Henderson went down, but eventually got to his feet and finished the game. Henderson would later go on to file a $10.25 million lawsuit against Wideman. Henderson claimed he suffered a concussion and injuries to his neck, back, shoulder, and knee, with the neck injury requiring surgery. Henderson also claimed he suffered shock, anxiety, depression, headaches, and permanent and partial disability. However, the lawsuit was thrown out and Henderson was ordered to pay the Flames $8,000 and Wideman $3,000 for partial legal costs. Pat DiPuzzo's career ended abruptly when he was cut in the face by Philadelphia Flyers forward Steve Downey's skate. DiPuzzo attempted to get out of the way when Downey was hip-checked, causing one skate to come up and make contact with his nose. He fell to his knees with blood pooling beneath him, and he's holding his nose onto his face. He needed more than 40 stitches, and then attempted to go back on the ice because a line brawl had broken out. The doctor had to stop him and tell him that if he went back out there, he could get hit and die. He went to the hospital and found out he had 10 facial fractures, including a shattered right cheekbone, his jaw was broken, and the ligaments in his neck were damaged. 4 months later, in 3 surgeries, including a rhinoplasty to fix his nose and improve his breathing, he was wearing a cast on his face. His back teeth were removed to try to relieve some of the pressure he felt in his head and ears, but all his teeth ended up falling out because the nerves were dead. He lost his sense of taste, and the headaches were non-stop. During a playoff game between the Columbus Blue Jackets and the Washington Capitals, linesman Steve Barton suffered a dislocated kneecap and a torn quad. He nicked the skate of one of the players and lost his footing and fell backward after dropping the puck. A stretcher was brought on the ice, but he refused to leave on a stretcher and was helped off the ice by medical staff. The next season he spent a handful of games in the AHL before returning to the NHL. During a playoff game between the New York Rangers and Washington Capitals, referee Chris Rooney suffered a broken fibula when he skated backward behind the Washington net and stumbled and fell. He attempted to skate towards the sideboards and fell down in pain. The Rangers' medical staff helped him off the ice. A broken fibula is not the only horrible injury he has suffered. During the Colorado Avalanche and Dallas Stars game, Rooney was hit in the neck by a slap shot. He remained face down on the ice for several minutes while being treated by a medical trainer. A stretcher was brought out, but he skated off the ice. Thank you for taking the time to watch the video. Please leave any suggestions below on how to improve on these types of videos.